more complicated that you saw?
Well, it started a little earlier than that. It started in the third quarter, and just trickled down into the fourth quarter. But we ran it up to 19, and then the wheels came off. And then somehow they were able to put the wheels somewhat back on. But turnovers, poor defense, poor communication, everything that got you the lead, we did none of. It's got to be better. Got to be better. And we have to be able to, put different groups on the floor and at least maintain, not do a nosedive.
At the same token, earlier this season, when something like that would happen, it would become very apparent that they were lost out there and were giving games away. Whereas during this 8-3 stretch, your fourth quarters, when it comes time to either put them away and extend a lead or deal with something like tonight and pull off the win, you're doing it much better.
I mean, if you want to say it like that, Willie, I would prefer us not help the other team beat us. We helped them by not being solid. We helped them crawl back into that game. Now, granted, they did some things better. You got to be able to handle your success, right? We did a lot of good things. We had a lot of good success. We were able to get the lead, up substantially. And then just everything went out the window, and that can't happen. There has to be a level of execution that's maintained no matter what group we put out there.
Kelly.
We're a few games into this lineup switch with Jewel on the bench and KB in the starting lineup. From your perspective, what's your evaluation on KB starting?
I think she's done a great job. She does what we ask her to do every night. She helps with our body movement, our player movement. I think she's been super solid in the role.
Coach Daryl Harris, 8 News Now, Talk That Talk Media. Can you talk to me a little bit about...
I'm going to talk that talk right now.
I believe it. Can you talk to me a little about Nalissa Smith? She's been with the team for about a month now. I saw tonight the high-low action was going. She's a huge assistant in rim protection. Birthday double-double tonight. What are you learning about her the more she's with this team, and what do you hope to see from her?
I thought this was probably her best game with us. I thought she did a lot of things. It looks like a double-double on the stat sheet, but I thought she did a lot of other things that helped us win, whether that was, getting deflections, just communicating, finding her spots. She just keeps getting better and better in our system. She keeps, we're having to talk to her a lot, but she's just getting settled in. And it's a good thing when people get comfortable in the sense of knowing their role, knowing what we need from them. She's been staying out of foul trouble, which is always good. That's something that we've really been preaching with her, moving her feet. Her post defense has vastly improved, I think, since she's been here, and just it's a tribute to her IQ, her work ethic, and her wanting to get it right and do it the way we want to do it. So that all that credit goes to her. But I wasn't just saying it because it was her birthday, but I thought she did a lot of things to help us win the game tonight.
All right, we'll go to Andrew on Zoom. Andrew.
Thank you, Caroline and Carly, for that. Coach, first want to ask about how you felt the defense was on Skylar to hold her scoreless, as well as NECA with the defense and getting her 4 fouls and dealing with Dominique Malanga. Goodness. Let's talk about how you viewed those things.
I mean, with Skylar and NECA, they were definitely that's the head of the snake there. And we had a lot of conversations, a lot of dialogue, and wanted to be very clean with what we were doing. We actually changed the scheme up about 4 minutes into the game because I thought Skylar was dicing it too much. So we went to a more just traditional scheme, and we did much better with that. But those two are the main ones that your defense is really focused on. Malanga, I mean, she just keeps getting better and better, right? Like, she's a teenager. She's super talented, long, really great touch around the basket. So with her, You do your best jobs to make her touches difficult. You want to constantly be fighting her for real estate because if she gets it deep, she's just too big. There's not a whole lot you can do. Even if you send a double team, she's not going to see it. She's too big. So just being physical early with her. But every time I see her, she gets better almost game by game. So yeah, and that's why she was where she was in the draft because she's that talented. But they're definitely doing a good job of like developing her and putting her in some spots to be successful and help the team.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Asia, happy birthday. 29 points on your 29th birthday. I saw that you had a lot of family in the building.
yeah.
And I just wanted to ask you, because last year you celebrated your birthday in Paris during the Olympics. How did that birthday compare to this one? Would you say this one is the better birthday?
Ooh, I don't know. Celebrating your birthday in Paris and a gold medal is kind of hard to top. But I'm blessed for all my birthdays. And I definitely want to just say thank you to all the fans. I have a purse full of cards, balloons, and everything. So that never goes unnoticed. And I'm truly grateful to, be like supported and loved. I think I speak for Liz and I both when she comes, like, that feeling is just amazing. It really is. Because some days are hard. Some birthdays are really hard, but this one is truly special. So I'm grateful for this one.
Asia, I remember when Kate had her birthday, you made sure she had a cake.
Yeah.
You have always looked first and foremost for your teammates. And on your birthday for shoot around, you wanted Melissa to feel special and be
Yeah.
a part of this. You've called her your twin.
Yeah.
How special was it to share it with somebody who you bonded with so quickly?
It's so special. I'm actually have never shared a birthday with anyone, so it's pretty cool to share it with Melissa. Like, just the type of person that she is, just in the short period of time that we've been together, it's amazing. She has a big heart, and you can see it. And I love people like that is just so open and they're their true selves. And slowly we start to see her open up, and that really just warms my heart because it means that she's trusting us, she's comfortable with us. So to share a birthday with somebody like that, I would never pass that up. To give her a gift, to just know that we love her. We're going to celebrate her just like she's been here the whole season, and we're going to continue to do so.
This is a team that's led by a group of veterans. We are in, there's about a month left in the regular season.
Yeah.
And it's been a grind and adjustment for many. How confident are you in the leaders in the room, in the locker room, to really buckle up for what's ahead?
I'm very confident. I'm very confident in what we have in our locker room always, because I see how we come into work every single day. And we know what's in front of us, and we know what we can control and what we can't control. And we're going to continue, and I'm going to make sure that we can focus on the things that we can control moving forward, which is our defense, which is how we come out and play, setting the tone. So I'm going to always be confident and bet on myself and my team, because I know exactly who I'm sitting next to in the locker room every single day. And I'm going to ride with them no matter what. So, yeah, I'm excited for this next push. Do you want a birthday crown?
Oh, no.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I have
okay.
two just in case.
Asia, coming from a leader's perspective, KB, a few games into the lineup switch, how would you evaluate her role in the starting lineup?
I think she's just really solid for us. Obviously, I know KB wants to be this energy player, and she is, and sometimes it may not come up on the stat sheet, and I don't want her to get locked in on that stat sheet, because the little things that she does, the cuts, the rebounds, the O-boards that she does every single day, just running to the corners, it's huge for us. And it's a big step. I mean, I credit her and Jewel, because it's a big swap for them, because I know the feeling that they both may have. So I'm just so proud of just the professionalism that she's shown throughout these last couple of these games, because I threw in the fire. I really did, when it came to just starting in our schemes and how we wanted to roll. But I always let her know that we trust her no matter what, and we're going to be behind her.
Thank you, Asia. Question for Liz.
Oh my God.
See ya. I've heard you talk a lot about is the way that Asia has influenced your game, but I think one thing that stands about you is like how aggressive you are on the boards. I know Asia has joked like sometimes she forgets to rebound. Like, it's a core part of your game though.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering just like how that's developed for you, and like where you've like found that aggression to be a consistent rebounder.
I think just since I started playing basketball, rebounding has been one of the things that I've been great at, and I think I shied away from it a little bit earlier in my career, but now it's like I feel like everybody could score the ball, but a lot of people don't want to rebound. So I feel like rebounding can really get you, super far. It helps your team in a lot of ways. So I think I just embrace rebounding a lot, because it's like a lot of people don't want to do it, but it's something I like to do.
Liz, you talked this morning about just your excitement about tonight and having everybody here, parents in Vegas for the first time.
Yep.
No double doubles while your time in Dallas. You had your third tonight on your birthday.
Yeah.
And you could tell that not just the energy and the exuberance you brought, but how much fun you were having tonight. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Like you said, when you see your family and friends in the crowd, it always gives you a big push. So I say that, and just, the push we're trying to make in the playoffs. And, this is the time for us to make that big push, keep stacking games. It's 3 in a row. Let's just keep pushing it 4 or 5 in a row. So, like you said, I was just super excited to be out there today and play in front of my family and friends.
So one more, you told us this morning, after you get the win, you decide what you're doing tonight with your family. Have you figured it out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We gonna pop it for sure though.
All right. Any more questions in person before we go to Zoom? We'll go to Jordan on Zoom. Jordan.
Hello, Jordan from Television Sports. Happy birthday, Nalissa.
Thank
I'm a
you.
fellow Leo myself, 8/13.
Okay, Leo gang.
So I wanted to ask about the shoes. We saw your sparkly shoes on the court. So just kind of talk about that. And then also, you've been in Vegas over a month. So just talk about how you've adjusted both on and off the court.
Yep. The shoes, I just like my shirt. I like to, wear like fashionable stuff. So I had got them shoes yesterday. I didn't even get to break them in, but I was like, you know what, just go out there, do your thing. So yeah. And then adjusting, I think adjusting has been easy for me just because I feel like it's been so many people here to help me out, from play calls to just telling me where I feel on the floor to just having, a team that has my back and has encouraged me throughout the whole process. So it's been a super easy transition for me.
We'll finish with Andrew on Zoom. Andrew.
Thanks. Congratulations and happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
On that, you had the signboard, you and Asia, after the victory. How was that whole feeling with the signboard? And did Nay give you any congratulations text right now after?
I ain't even checked my phone yet, but I'm sure she did for sure. Because my phone kept vibrating the whole time in the locker room, so I know that was her. But the sign was fire. I ain't never seen no WNBA team do that, so that's super fire.
All right. Thank you, Liz.
Woo, see you.
Thank you, everyone.